What's going on, everyone? So, I've seen a lot of talk, a lot of buzz about Obi Toppin and the impact that he has had, and rightfully so. I mean, the guy has been fantastic, playing excellent basketball for Indiana, and just as a guy that shows you go to the right team, the right situation, right? It can really kind of change the opinion and views of you as a player, right? With the Knicks, people are like, "Oh, he's fun, this, that, and the other," but nobody was looking at Obi Toppin the way that they are with Indiana right now, and he's just been better with Indiana, and he's just kind of that ideal piece. But there's been this trend the last few years on guys like an Obi Toppin and Aaron Gordon, right? These just do everything, high flyer, athletic, do the hustle plays, right? Just getting those athletic, dirty work players, but have size and can be versatile, and you can play at the 5 and you can play at the 4, and right? Like Aaron Gordon is so crucial for a Denver Nuggets team. Like I've even talked about, like Denver could literally trade everybody on that roster except for Nikola Jokic and then Aaron Gordon. Right? Aaron Gordon, in my opinion, is the second most important player on the Denver Nuggets, right? Because of everything that he does for that team, how impactful he is, right? The dirty work, the hustle plays, and all that. And look, Aaron Gordon is like the top tier of that version. Like I wouldn't put Obi Toppin with Aaron Gordon. I just think Aaron Gordon has been fantastic. But Obi Toppin, again, is in that same prototype, that same mold, that same structure that you want, the prototype of player. And a guy that is linked to the Lakers that I think has the potential to be in that kind of prototype, the Aaron Gordon, the Obi Toppin type of guy, maybe somewhere in between, right? Say Aaron Gordon, Obi Toppin, maybe a John Collins could kind of be somewhere in the middle, because John Collins, at least on paper, checks off all the boxes, right? Hyper athletic, versatile, kind of two-way, 3-and-D, wing center, right? I mean, John Collins is genuinely a guy you could slot in 3 through 5. You want to go small ball, you could put him at the 5, and you still have the size, the length, and athleticism, the rim protection, and the defense to kind of mask a lot of the Lakers' issues, right? Slot him in at the 4, no problem. Do the dirty work, make the hustle plays, all that stuff. Slot him in at the 3, right? Boom, same thing. Can defend out on the perimeter, defend in space, and he shoots 40+% from 3-point range. So now, again, he's more of a 4 than he is a 3, but with his athleticism, I think he could do it. Like the problem that Rui has, because Rui is more of a 4 that has to play a 3. Problem that Rui has is that Rui just doesn't have the athleticism to stay in front of these quicker, twitchier, more athletic guards, where John Collins does. Now, I know the first initial thought that I'm going to see, and even comments from people that didn't care to listen to the video or get this far, that just maybe saw the thumbnail or whatever, right? Aaron Gordon was not this Aaron Gordon when he was on Orlando. He was great on Orlando, very good basketball player on Orlando. He was not this Aaron Gordon, right? It took him going to a team like Denver where the expectations were different, the players were different, the role was different, everything was different. Obi Toppin, same thing. I mentioned it earlier, right? With the New York Knicks. Goes to a team like Indiana where the expectations are different, the role is different, right? Like the everything is different. You get a guy like a John Collins and you bring him to a team like the Lakers, the expectation is different, the role is different, the players he's playing alongside is different, right? Like everything changes. It's one thing to be playing for Orlando or Atlanta, in John Collins' case, Atlanta, and then going to a Jazz team that literally for weeks at a time are sitting all 5 starters because they want to tank. That is not the same thing as going to the Lakers, where you are playing alongside Luka Doncic and LeBron James competing for NBA championships. The expectation from you is different. Everything is different, right? PJ Washington is probably an excellent recent example, right? PJ Washington was a guy that no one was talking about, no one was looking at, no one was thinking about. No one looked at PJ Washington as a defensive player. He was one of the worst defensive players on Charlotte. He was garbage defensively, all that stuff, right? And then he went to a team like Dallas and literally became their defensive anchor and was one of their best defensive players, still is one of their best defensive players. Why? Because it's different when you're on a team like Charlotte where you're getting blown out by 30 every night and the expectation is we're supposed to be tanking for draft picks as opposed to going to a team like Dallas where it's like I'm playing alongside Luka Doncic and we're trying to win an NBA championship. So you know what I need from you? I need you to play some defense, right? And all of a sudden that changes real quick. And a guy like John Collins, I hear people like, oh, he has a bad motor. He doesn't. It's just hard to maintain a motor when you're getting blown out every night and your team doesn't care. Why are you going? Like Mark Williams, failed Lakers trade, all of that. All right. One of the big things that everyone talked about was like, oh, but what about the defense? And it was like, what about it? He has shown signs defensively. He's actually better than people try to make him out to be defensively, but he doesn't do it consistently, right? He's inconsistent on the defensive side. And you're right. He is inconsistent on the defensive side. Again, it's hard when you're losing by 30 every night. It's like we're down 25 and there's only 5 minutes left in the first quarter. And you want me to now go out there and play lockdown defense the rest of the game? We're terrible, right? As soon as he starts playing good, everyone's like, hey, dude, what are you doing? We're trying to get the number 1 pick. Stop that. Hey, dude, 2 blocks in a row? Come on, Mark. What are you doing? We're trying to get the number 1 draft pick. You're playing too good. That's it. Now you got to sit out for a week because of injury, right? It's just, again, it's a different mindset. It's a different expectation, different play. Everything is different. Right? So I look at a guy like a John Collins. He is everything that makeup and that prototype of player is. He already shoots the 3 ball with efficiency, already rebounds the ball well. He's coming off of an almost 19-8 season. Slot him in next to Luka and LeBron. Just think of the quality of looks he's going to get. He's a lob threat. Luka's going to have a field day with him just kind of slotted into that dunker spot role. I look at that, I'm like, that's a no-brainer to me. Honestly, I'm like, man, if you can get John Collins, get John Collins. And look, I'm somebody that had my reservations of John Collins originally too, right? This time last year, I was kind of like, I don't hate it, but personally, I'd probably stay away from him, right? And a lot of it was just because of the question marks. I think John Collins was a victim of circumstance. I thought he was excellent for Atlanta early on, but from the moment, it's almost like literally the moment they drafted him, they were trying to trade him. And it's like, again, I just thought his confidence was shot. I just thought, he was a guy that lost his spirit to play, right? And then, so I was like, I don't think that's the best move. You're going to have to give him assets and all that stuff. And is he ever going to be able to get right? Is he ever going to be able to get back? And then he went to Utah, which, again, take that as you may, but actually got a role and an opportunity and all that and played it perfectly. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's go get him. And I still feel that way. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, pass question. You let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. It helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.